Here's how you disconnect the torque converter on a 7.3 International. I'm underneath the vehicle right now and have it jacked up. And first is what you have to do is you have to turn the harmonic balancer and the crankshaft so that you can gain access to the bolts on the nuts on the torque converter. It's hard to see. There's usually a cover here. It just comes off. There's a bolt here and here, and there's another one up here. So you just undo that, and that cover comes off. And basically, it's hard to see, but there's these holes right there, and there are some nuts. There's 4 of them, and you have to turn the engine. So right now this one's kind of too close to the block. You can kind of see that the block up here is in the way. So I'm gonna come back and then using a 15/16 inch socket on a breaker bar, take this thing and turn the crankshaft bolt. And I'm going to try to turn this thing. You can kind of see it. Okay, so I got it. I turned that just a little bit, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's 2 holes. One has a nut, and one doesn't. And you gotta take these nuts off first before you do anything, because if you try to pull the engine, it's really hard to turn the engine when it's not mounted in really nice. Get my socket. I'm going to try to turn this while holding the camera. So you kind of stick a deep well in there. It has these 4 nuts on there. Just gotta break it. It's not that hard. You just loosen this up, and once you it takes a while because the nut has some like pinches on the threads. It's like kind of like thread locking, basically. Sometimes you see the same kind of nut on the top of a strut or something that has to do with motion. Anyway, really hard to do while holding the camera. Okay, so it's almost done. It's kind of loosey-goosey, and this is the tricky part, trying to get it out of there because my fingers don't fit in the hole very well. But if you're careful, you can unthread the nut and it should come out. You might need a magnet if you drop it. Almost there. There we go. You can kind of see it's it's got a little flange on it. It's a little different than most 9/16. And you just do the same thing over again. Basically, go back to the front, put that 15/16 back on the harmonic balancer, retainer bolt on the crank, turn that 90 degrees, then you come back here, and you should have the next nut basically to undo. Once you get all 4 of them, you're all set.